More music.
Oh my god.
Here goes.
Blazing across the airwaves right now.
Get ready.
Now this is Freddie McGregor, and you're tuned in to the baddest rhythm of all time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is trying to change the world, one track at a time.
Are we on the air?
Yes, you are.
More music, more of the time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Don't understand what's going on here.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse and to another episode in the Warehaus Hometown Album Show. Tonight we're going back to 1986 to Columbus, Ohio to QFM 96 New Cuts. Hometown album number 8. A lot of great bands here. Here we go. 1986, QFM 96. Let's do it.
We serve solos with a side of swagger. Extra loud on request. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Oh, okay, everybody. Hey, welcome to the show. Glad to see everybody. Normally, we start these shows out right at the gate. We just play music right out of the starting gate. But we're not doing that today. Anyway, I want to talk about a couple of things. On a lighter note, or should we talk on a more negative note? If anybody is a fan of Sea of Tranquility and you saw Peter Pardo's post today about this guy, this religious fanatic, saying that Pete should read the Bible and that he is going to die soon. I just can't believe that people have that guy has enough balls to even do that. I mean, Pete made that video today and I watched it and I was just totally in shock how there are people out in the world that absolutely have no compassion. We don't know how long Pete has. If you're in this struggle, you're in this battle, that is not what we want to hear. I'm so surprised that some people just absolutely have no idea how to even function. And the fact, keep that thought to your head, in your own brain, but don't post it for everyone to see. And even if you do keep it to yourself, that is one disgusting thought. I've been thinking about that all day since I saw the video. And if you're in a fight for your life, that is not what you want to hear. I'm just disgusted. I am really disgusted. So I wanted to mention that. Kyle was disgusted. Everybody. Stephen, I didn't see. I'm going to have to go back and look. No, I don't think I saw your comment. I don't know. Yeah, Johnny Metal saw it. So look, I saw that video and I call myself a Christian, would never do that. You know what, kids? Some things you just keep to yourself. So this guy evidently has some kind of issue. And of course, in the comment, he said he was a fan. No fan is going to carry themselves like that. Let's be honest. Who would even think of doing that? Oh my God. I'm just disgusted. I'm sorry. Jim says, kick a man in the gut when you're down. Not Christian after all. 100%. I don't care if you're religious or not. Why didn't the guy just pray for him? I don't know. Just leave it simple. You're going to die soon. Just say, you know what, Pete, I'm praying for you. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We have no idea. And to say something like that is just not, that's inhumane. I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, I just wanted to mention something about it because I love Pete. Pete's been very good to me. I love talking music with Pete. And with Pete, if something happens to Pete, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm pulling for him. I try to keep positive thoughts about everything. This is the one thing that I've learned in my life. You know, when I was younger, I might have thought a lot of more negativity and things like that. But now you get to a certain point and you just think positive thoughts. I try to feel positive energy, positive thoughts. When I see something negative like that, it just burns me. Because why can't we be supportive? Can't we best be supportive? Pete has done a lot of, and I've hung out with Pete during the Fall Fest. He's a great guy. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I think it could be the same troll that uses the fake Jerry Joyce account. Well, I think that's pumping vinyl. Yeah, I don't think that using the Gary Joyce account is very good, but the reason that I don't ban him, I think DC goes crazy and he bans him. It's in poor taste that he uses that, but he hasn't done anything malicious while he's used that, you know. This whole YouTube thing is a touchy situation for everybody. You know, when you go out here and do a show, you're opened up to everybody. And Pete going through what he's going through, I'm sure he would rather not have to do all this. But he's passionate about music. He loves the music. He wants to keep doing what he's doing. So you know what? Give the guy a break and at least be supportive for anybody out there. I'm just going to say. Steven Hunter, he is a man of complete honorable character. Well put. All right. I'm done going on a rant, but I figure if I'm going to go on a tirade, I should go on it right at the beginning of the show. The other thing is I want to tell you what's going on. Now, I've mentioned this on the show. Let's lighten it up a bit. I'm going to see AC/DC with my daughter at the Shoe, OSU Stadium on Wednesday. Now, there's 16 people. I learned that there are 16 people going on this bus. Going to take us, drop us off, pick us up, and take us home. Which, if you're going to deal with OSU Stadium and the Shoe and the mess that will be down there at Ohio State University. I can't even talk. I want to take a bus. I don't want to drive and deal with it. So the thing is, the party bus got canceled because the party bus broke down and, well, it won't be able to take us. So now we have to find another party bus. We got a quote. I'm just going to throw it out there for everybody. Before we get started, we'll be fine. I don't have a show until 8. Remember, Guitar Hacks 8 o'clock. So we got one quote, $1,600, and that would be 16 people, so that'd be $100 a person. Do you think that that's fair? A party bus, $1,600. I'm kind of thinking at this late date, I don't think that that's a bad idea. I could, I'm paying for my daughter, so that's $200. Whoopee. But I'm just saying, do you think that sounds like a fair rate or not? I'm just throwing it out to everybody. Let me know what you think down there. Do you think that's fair? I think most people are going to go for it. $100 so we don't have to drive. How much is an Uber? How much is an Uber see, we're in Delaware. We're 20, 25 minutes away from Columbus. I don't know. You think that's too much? West Coast Dave, you think $1,600 is too much? I don't think anybody here knows. No one's saying anything. You guys don't rent party buses very often, do you? The last party bus that I rented was in 1997. Sounds fair to you? Okay. The other one, it was going to cost us $25 a person, which is considerably cheaper. But then again, look, the damn bus broke down. So, Yeah, for to and fro. We're not driving back. No. You think $1,600 is all right, Steven? Kathy says it sounds decent. Well, I'm going to text the person in charge and say that everybody here thinks it's a decent price. You got to vent, Grant. Anyway, I'm not going to vent anymore. I'm good. But I'll tell you, that Pete Pardo thing burned me big time. Johnny Metal is still riding a high, still coming down from the live stream he did an hour ago. He is riding high on it. Dave says, wow, $25 was a steal. No wonder it didn't work out. Well, I don't know. I didn't set up the deal. I don't know who the person was that has the bus. But that's what it was going to cost plus tip for everybody. So multiplies, where's Webb? Webb can do math. 16 times 25. Plus, then that would be the tip as well. So there you go. All right, let's get started on this show. Today we are going to look at QFM 96's Hometown Album number 8. Now, we've done this before. We've looked at a lot of these Hometown albums from QFM 96. So this came out in 1986. The series even came out, I think maybe 5 years ago, they put out another record. I do have that record. We're going to look at that too. But these guys have really promoted the Hometown album. Now, I don't know what the status is now with the station. You know, stations change hands a lot, and you never know how things are working. But we're going to look at what they were doing in 1986. Now, the first track we're going to listen to, we are going to listen to Flight Crew, Raise the Blind. Now, this has backing vocals by Lisa West, bass and vocals Rod West, drums, percussion, Chris Tussing, guitar is Chuck Anderson, keyboards Sam Stewart, and lead vocals guitar Brian Stattenberger. I know nothing about this band. I know nothing about it. I don't think they did anything. It's just one of those bands that submitted a track. Anyway, we're just trying to turn you on to stuff and trying to shine some light on this whole Hometown album thing. All right, Flight Crew, Raise the Blind. Here we go. And I don't hear it. Hold on, kids. One moment. We're almost there. Where's Stream Deck? Stream Deck, there it is. All right, here we go. $400's cheap.
Raise the blind, look through the window. Raise the blind, what do you see? Raise the blind, look through the window. We're living in a world of apathy.
I did not.
Sit on your stool in the corner, afraid to look outside. Someone might need you. Wanna think everything's right. You got to raise the blind, look through the window. Raise the blind, what do you see? Raise the blind, look through the window. We're living in a world of apathy. Hiding behind your four walls. Don't wanna walk outside. No need for understanding. Wanna think everything's right. You got to raise the blind, through the window. Raise the blind, what do you see? Raise the blind, through the window. We're living in a world of apathy. Raise the blind.
Steven, I don't think you can really say that. another song. Hold on. Well then, okay. But people don't know that. Oh God. Sounds like Survivor.
We shared so much, you and me. You were a lover and a friend. I thought it could never end, but the music's pulling.
It's the right era, Dave. A fuzz show. You think I have time to put that together? Well, I'm just saying for 1986, I don't have much of an issue with this. You know, by 1986, everything was getting pretty blown out. And I don't think this is very offensive because it could have full-blown gated drums. You know, it could be way worse. You know, it could be way worse. And think about it. This is just a hometown album. This is a Columbus, Ohio album, 1986. The whole goal of this show is to find another rock duster. There's no rock dusters on here. Well, let's play another track. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. There's a variety on here. The next track we're going to listen to is by, let me see if I can find it. Craig Miller. The track is called Next to You. Bass is Andy Hagerman. Drums, percussion, Dan Griffin. Guitar vocals, Craig Miller. Keyboards, Eric Sprawl. Sprawl. That looks good. Let's play it. It's a little bit different than what we just heard, but you know, it's okay. We're giving these tunes a fair shake. All right, here we go. Next to You, kids. Yep. Craig is soloing. There you go, Jim Christinger. Jim would come up to the guitar store all the time, and I'd have to work the counter. He'd come up and just shoot the shit, sit on the other side of the counter and just shoot the shit. He was a trip, man. But yeah, Jeff Alt used to teach. I don't think he was teaching when I was there, though. It was before, when I was even taking guitar lessons, like in the late 70s, 78, 79. I think he was teaching then. But he's a good guitar player. Who else was playing on this? Jerry Hanahan was the drummer. Kevin Leducer was playing guitar and bass on here as well. Kevin Leducer was from Marion, Ohio. I think Jerry Hanahan was as well. And Jerry Hanahan played with Willie Phoenix a lot back in the day. I don't know if Jerry's playing with anybody now. I don't remember Jerry ever coming up to Eagle Guitar back in the day when I was up there, but he might have been on the Columbus scene. But Kevin Leducer would come up to the show, to the store. And Jeff Altwood. Jeff would sit and shoot the shit too. You know, the whole thing about working at a guitar store is people just coming up and shooting the shit. Sitting there on the stool and shooting the shit. You could put in however many you want. I'm going to keep track to wire nuts or what we're playing. So if I don't get to your tracks, we will get to those later. So I'm just saying. I've got the Grados right here. These are Sony's, but I've got the Grados here. And then I've got these other pair of Sony's here. Well, I got multiple. It just depends because sometimes I listen to something and I'm going, I don't know. Maybe it's listening fatigue, but I have to change headphones out because maybe I hear something. I don't like the way they sound. So I'm listening to these. These are wireless Sony. I can't remember the number of them. Something. But they're very easy on the ears. They're not harsh. They're very easy. Did he play with Willie Loman? I don't know who Willie Loman is. 2 wire nuts, just put in whatever you want because we'll go 2 hours. I'm limited by that, but I'll keep track if we've played things before, so it's no big deal. Just do wherever. Can we post suggestion? No, the 2004 shows a different animal. The panel is picking their tracks. And we'll play snippets. We might not play the whole track. I'm still working on that. So, Beat Solo 4. Yes. Kyle says shooting the shit is all fun and games until you shoot in the chute. I'll see myself out. Well, no one at the guitar store shit in the chute, so we'd have nothing to worry about. I'm old school. I use Cost Pros 4As. Are they 4As? I'm going to look them up. Cost Pro 4As. Is it 3 A's? God, how many A's do they need? Vintage Cost Pro 4A Vintage Plus headphones, $157 on eBay. Golly, what year are those from? 1971? Good Lord Almighty. My headphones are $1 Rama ones. Save my money for tunes. Well, if it hurts your ears, though, just saying. I have entry. Do you have the 60s? Is that what you have, Bernie? I have entry-level Grado headphones. I kind of wish I'd gotten a better pair, though. Well, I've got a pair of 125s, and then these are, what are these? RS1Es. I switch them up. Sometimes it just depends on what I'm hearing. Sometimes I need a break. Cost is still around, yeah. 75, you're looking at 2As. All right, let's keep going. What else do we have? We got more stuff. What time is it? 7:37? We're going to play a band called Tracer, Blue Jean King. Now, this is a live cut. This band, I could not find anything on it. Bass, Marlene Babbitt. Drums, percussion, Dan Williams. Guitar, Joe Clark. Keyboards, vocals, Richard Winter, and lead vocals, Libby Benson. Yeah, it's pretty much meat and potatoes, but it's not too bad. I'm going to play it anyway. Let us know what you think. It just seems like, based on my research for these hometown albums, it seemed like the golden period was 78, 79, 80, maybe 81. 86, not so hot. But anyway, let's play it. Let me know what you think. Let's just do it.
I don't know what will become of me. I look in the mirror and I talk to me. I want to sing and I want to be heard by both friends and strangers alike. But what do I really have to say that someone else couldn't sing in a better way? Could my songs have meaning outside of my life? Could they ever touch someone at all?
Yeah, I already talked about that at the beginning of the show.
There are times I think I'm the special one. I think I've had more pain than anyone. But I'm a sheltered and selfish and stubborn young man who do nothing but dream useless dreams. I'm so tired of playing others' music so that a bar can sell more beer. Agents tell me play top 40. That's the only thing they want to hear. So just let me sing my song. I'm feeling good and strong. Critics trying to change the way I play, and I just push them out of my way.
I take it that it was a regular viewer.
There are times when I get really down, when I like to sing but I'd rather frown. The musicians I see is so much better than me. I wonder how I'll ever survive.
People suck.
But I just can't let that bother me, 'cause there's no one else that I'd rather be. Even if I fail, if I'm headed to hell, I'll know I've done the best I can do. God knows I'm far from perfect. There's a lot of work to be done. I'll sing about the good and the love in this world. I hope my music makes people have fun. So just let me sing my song. I'm feeling good and strong. Critics trying to change the way I play, and I just push them out of my way. So just let me sing my song. I'm feeling good and strong. Critics trying to change the way I play, and I just push them out of my way.
Sydney says the downfall of having that many subs, that sucks. Seems like a troll comment. Well, I'm not sure if it was a troll comment or it came off like a troll comment. Obviously, this person's very religious and was trying to put his point across, but I don't think it was very tactful. So I would, if I was in Pete's situation, I would react the same way. Brain cancer treatments have come a long, long way. Well, probably so, but it does depend upon what type of brain cancer you have, you know, and where it's located. I mean, depending on where it's located, kids, has a lot to do with it. Kathy's sticking with the music. The lyrics of this song are so weak. Well, I don't think this is one of the better records, but we're listening to it together. I gave you 6 tracks. I don't think it's the best QFM 96 Hometown album by far. The first 2, I think, were the best. Dave says, let's all hold hands and dance in a circle to this song in a field. Oh, Easy Buds. The last great people were my friends I grew up with. They are all gone now, but never forgotten. Oh, Easy Buds. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, think about it. You want something uplifting? 100 years, no one will know us here. Unless, well, they might know me. I'm still on YouTube. Unless we have like in the apocalypse or something. But in 100 years, no one will even know any of this. People will be living in your house. It's like you were never here. I'm just saying, you want something uplifting. There you go. West Coast Dave, you've had a similar situation where you've had friends that are no longer here? Oh my goodness. I think we all get a little bit of that as we get older. Michael, yes, Kathy, the lyrics were so bad. Now I'm feeling down, makes me want to frown. Well, turn that frown upside down. Sydney's saying the comment about the American commercial crap on the video about an obscure German prog band was a head scratcher. Yeah, I don't think Pete even understood what he was talking about. Is he just talking about regular bands? I didn't follow that either. I don't know what the guy was talking about. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Kyle. Are you the guy from the Prog podcast that sometimes guest panelist Mike Portnoy? No, he's not. Well, I didn't think he was. All right. I can't keep track. Hold on. It's true. We've lived hard. We lived hard. Some took it too far. Well, this is the thing, Dave. Don't live so hard. Moderation. Come on. I know, Grant. I wasn't complaining. I'm here with my warehouse family. It's all good. No, you're not complaining. No, it's all good. Everybody here is cool. It's just kind of a downer when, I love Pete. Pete's been very good to me, and we have great music discussions. And for somebody to lash out like that and say something like that, I don't know. I've been thinking about it all day, to be honest. I don't know. Just kind of sad. This will too pass, but it's just not cool. I had oh my God. West Coast Dave's a downer. Well, you do live in California. Shit happens out there. I had a friend who was murdered randomly too, but no one wants to go there. Too dark. Yeah, I don't want to go there. But you are in California, it's like a lot of wild animals out there. Stephen David. How many people talk about and remember Sammy Davis Jr., one of the greatest entertainers and givers of our lifetime? Well, I remember Sammy Davis Jr. when I was a kid, but I don't think about him so much. But think about the music back in the day. Benny Goodman. How many times do we talk Benny Goodman on this show? I'm still talking Beatles and all that 60s stuff, but eventually no one's going to care about it. Eventually, believe it or not, no one's going to care about the Beatles or the Rolling Stones or any of them. Because look at all the acts and bands in the 40s. How many people are talking about that? Nobody. Just saying, it's all gonna change. So yeah, I'm trying to keep the torch alive, but eventually it won't matter. God, this show is so depressing. Pete is an amazing man. What a good dude. And it's just not. Yes, Pete has had a rough year, losing his father and then his own health issues. Gosh, I would say losing his father probably had a lot to do with his situation. Can you imagine how much he's had to deal with? Man. Look at this. Easy Buds. All my friends kept drinking. I quit drinking, but have always smoked dope since I was 12. Well, you can drink, just don't go crazy. Kathy's weighing in. I haven't watched Pete as much as your show, Grant, but I have put in my prayers, and a friend put him in a prayer chain at her church. That's nice. Yeah, I get it. I would, Sydney said, I wouldn't have been as chill as Pete in the video. I would have had the video flagged for over 18 content for the amount of vulgarities I would have made. We're going to do a Tommy Dorsey listening party just to get things moving again. Yes. Donald, Pete deserves better. Yes, I agree. Al, you think the Beatles will live on, but let me give you another example. Look at Al Jolson. I just heard a show about it. I was listening to Joe Rogan. They were talking about Al Jolson back in the day. Al Jolson was the biggest thing ever. Al Jolson was the biggest act ever back in the day. No one cares about Al Jolson. You think the Beatles will live on, but once the boomers all die and the Gen Xers die, I came into the Beatles when I was 10. You know, they'd been broken up for 5 years. I had no idea, but I'm just saying, you think they're going to live on. I don't think they'll live on. I'd love to think that, but no other band or act is, people change. You'd think it's going to go on, but I don't think it'll go on. Bernie says, well, clean and sober since you're 1987, not preaching, but it saved my life. Well, it depends. You got to look at your family history. You got to take into consideration how you're wired. Look at George Burns, and people are going, who's George Burns? That dude could smoke his ass off and live to be 100. So you probably weren't made to drink. Some people can drink. That's all. I have not smoked weed since I was 5. No. You could drug test me now, and I think I'll pass. Lee says the only reason the Beatles are relevant now is because of the Gen Xers. Well, I think some of the boomers that are still around, but after the Gen Xers, I think that's it. I know that sounds so weird, but look at the music today. You listen to the crap that's being played today. It is nothing like what was back in the 60s or the 70s. Hell, it's not anything like anything in the 80s. The shit now is just shit. Just saying. But then my daughter can listen to it and think it's fantastic. It's all generational. You know, it's like, I'm the old man, get off my yard. You know, oh, player, your music sucks. Happens with every generation, you know. But my kids don't listen to the Beatles. My son can appreciate them, but nobody listens to them. They don't give a shit about the Beatles. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I wish it wouldn't be that way. But when I'm dead and gone, or anybody else, it'll pass. It will pass. You think, yeah, okay, Donald, do you think, name me all the Al Jolson songs today that lasted. He was the biggest act on the planet. I'm just saying. Taylor Swift is iconic now. Black Sabbath will pass too. Soon, Taylor Swift, no one will know Taylor Swift. Well, not soon, but 100 years. Give her 100 years. I don't think anybody will even care. Because let's be honest, Taylor Swift is about as synthetic as it gets. Sorry, Archivist. I guess I'm like Cretan. I love music from the 40s. Good for you. I love that. That's fantastic. Dave says, when I'm dead, I don't think I'm going to care too much anymore, so that's okay. And that's how things work. That's how things work. It's no big deal. It's just the way it is. Yeah, but you say that, Kathy. But the kids nowadays could give a crap about Stevie Nicks, Ann Wilson, and others. It's a generational thing. All right, I got to go over to Guitar Hack for a show. Anyway, go over to Guitar Hack's channel. We're going to do our top 10 Aerosmith tracks while people care, before they don't care. Anyway, I appreciate everybody listening to me bitch about shit, but that whole Pardo thing's got me all worked up. Anyway, keep it clean, people. Wrap the rascal and buckle up. And we will see you on the next show, whatever that will be. Probably will be, well, we're probably going to do a Saturday morning Serial Club show on Saturday, and it's going to be HR Puff and stuff. I haven't got it all ready, but it's going to be HR Puff and stuff. All right. See you, kids. Keep it clean. Bye. And Grant, find the right